Hey everyone, it's Lisa here from Arcane and Stellar, and I'm here with your May You versus Them reading. So I know I'm a bit late on this, but let's look into what's happening between you and your person in the month of May 2020. So we've got 4 piles as usual. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to have some channeled messages, and we'll do Scrabble letters, and we're gonna do charms, so it'll be in songs. So we've got lots of things going on, and I'm excited to do this for you guys. I love doing these readings, and I know that many people appreciate them, and I really appreciate you guys for letting me know when you do, and I appreciate all of your support and kindness. Sending you lots of love, lots of good health during this time. And by the way, guys, if you want to get a personal reading, all that information is down in the description box below. There's a link to my Etsy store. I feel like I repeat myself all the time, but you never know who needs this information, and yeah, there's a link down below to my Etsy store where you can purchase reading with me, which are private video readings. All of the readings that are available there are all private, unlisted video. So yeah, and then there's also my Amazon wish list. I have 2 of those, one for channel items, one for personal desires, wishes, and anytime anybody gets something off a wish list, I always make sure to do a reading as a thank you. Just be sure to contact me, or to let me know, or leave your email or your Instagram in the description, in the gift note, so that I can get a hold of you. So yeah, and I do want to say one thing. I've been trying to get a hold of, I don't know if she's watching this, but your name's Nizio, and I've been trying to get a hold of you on Instagram, and I've been unsuccessful, and you haven't responded. So I'd love to do the reading for you, because you got me a sweet gift and stuff, and I really would like to do it for you, but I haven't been able to get a reply from you. So maybe you could contact me on Instagram, Arcane and Stellar, or email me, arcaneandstellar@gmail.com, okay? Just a short announcement. But anyways, guys, take your time, take some deep breaths, and see which pile draws you in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll see you in your reading. Hey guys, so if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. You've got the Celestite. So let's see what's going on between you and your person in the month of May. So we have the song Can We Kiss Forever by Kina. I love this song. So that's going to be your song. And let's see. I'm going to take some overall energy from this tarot deck, but which is just Major Arcana, but let's see. On your end, we've got the 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the Judgment card. Also, I would love if you guys let me know what you think of the setup, the camera setup. I put it a bit higher, and I'd like to know what you guys think, if you like it like this or not. Let me know. The Knight of Cups. On your person's side, we have the Empress, the 6 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So I really like this spread. I feel like for many of you, you might be in a committed relationship, and I really feel like that's going to be the energy. We have Chiron and Mars as well, okay? That's kind of the energy between you. And we have striving. I'm going to take some more cards too, but I want to get an overall feel for the energy between the both of you. So the energy between pile number 1 and their person in May 2020. What is your overall energy between pile number 1 and their person? Whew, there we go, Judgment. Wow, okay, so I think there's going to be a lot of understandings between the two of you. There could be some epiphanies in terms of your relationship. There could be, sorry, it's not, there we go. There could be some epiphanies in terms of your relationships. There could be eye-opening confessions, experiences. Your channeled messages, by the way, is interesting because, okay, these are the words I kind of came up with, and what came to me. So we have hang on. Okay, so for some of you, it might be trying to hang on to a connection, or just there might be some things in May that come up that cause you to want to hang on. And I get that with that 8 of Pentacles energy of, kind of just keep working at this, keep getting it done. And we have bottle. When I saw bottle, I really thought of a bottle that's corked, you know, and if you shake it up, it could like explode. So I think it's really important for you to be open-hearted here with the Knight of Cups, as well as be honest. We have Judgment twice, and I feel like that's your energy. Don't let yourself get into a situation like where you hold on to your anger. Don't hold on to your anger. I feel like that's maybe just a message for some of you that you need to hear. Like, make sure that you're communicating with an open heart about what's going on, that you're saying what is on your mind, what you're really feeling, what you're really wanting. Okay, and that could probably make your May much better in your relationship. We also have daily routine. I do see that there might be, for some of you, you might be in a committed relationship with this person, or like, you know, a marriage, or long term you live together. I think that there's going to be a decent portion of you guys that are in that type of situation. But again, for some of you, you may just be working with this person, or somehow just they're in your life on a daily basis, okay? For some of you, too, you might be focused more on your daily routine than this person, or there's a balance there. If there has been a disbalance, it's like you'll come into more of a balance where you're spending time / doing your own thing. So you're not going to be, for some of you, if you've been really consumed by the connection, you might be finding a better balance between your personal life and the connection. We also have family. So for some of you, you might be working on your family with them. There might be family issues going on. Families meet, maybe some of you will be meeting their family, or they'll be meeting yours, or family could be somehow involved in the month of May. Take that as it resonates. This is a general reading, so that could really apply so many different ways. But that Ten of Pentacles, it's funny that that came out and then the Ten of Pentacles came out. So there is, maybe you're thinking about starting a family with this person, or you already kind of have a foundation going. And for some of you, it could be that your relationship's just feeling pretty rock steady for the most part in the month of May. We also have the name Jeremy and Jeremiah. So for some of you, I was getting J names. John, Jeremiah, Jeremy. So some of you, that's just a message specifically for you. J names. We also have the name Alex. So Alex might be a name that for some of you is relevant. And then we have work with plants. So I do feel like for some of you, you're being called to garden or work with plants in some way. Even by drinking tea and like looking at teas that can help you, you know, accomplish the things that you want to accomplish, I guess you could say. But yeah, with this Judgment overall, I am feeling that there's a need to be honest, to be open, to see things in a clear light for you. Don't hold things back. Don't bottle things up, because I feel like they could just explode at a moment's notice if you're just holding back on your feelings. So again, I mean, generally, I see a lot of good energy between the two of you, honestly. On your person's end, we've got the Empress, the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. I think for many of you, you may be getting a gift or a gesture from this person in the month of May. For some of you with the family, they might be wanting, some of you might be discussing wanting to have a family. What would that be like? What would your ideal situation be like? You might be coming to terms with where you guys are going in life and sort of being honest about it. So for like newer connections where you're not living together, that could be a topic of discussion. For some of you too with Chiron, you might be helping each other heal family wounds, or situations that have happened in your childhood. You might be discussing them, bringing them up to the surface, and talking about how it makes you maybe hesitant in moving forward. Okay, but I feel like many of you with the striving, all of you I feel are going to be striving towards better in the month of May. And it could be striving towards making your connection better. No matter where you're at in your relationship, I do feel a really good vibe here, in terms of, we also have Mars action. So again, it could be with the Chiron and the Mars, it could be healing issues with assertiveness. It could be healing issues with your desires and how to express them for some of you. Again, knowing when to express those desires so that they don't blow up is what I'm feeling. And let's see here. I'd like to take a few more cards and see what pops up here. But I do feel like on, I know I didn't talk about the tarot too much, but I just feel like the messages are pretty cohesive and simple. I do feel like many of you are going to have some sort of offer from this person, or a gift, or some kind of gesture. It may be small, but there's giving and receiving here. I don't know. I just feel very good energy here. So let's see. Forces beyond your control intervene. think that's it for that. I think it's done. Okay, so we got the Hand of Fate and Winds of Change. So there could be, well, it does say here with the Hand of Fate, forces beyond your control intervene. So there could be certain astrological cycles you're going through, like transits or something like that, that have been like sort of pressuring you. But it could also be that you feel like this relationship's faded, and it's like despite changes though, I feel like you're going to roll with the punches in terms of this. Even if there are changes or awakenings or things that are kind of happening that are beyond your control, I feel like you're going to make it through it. There's a steady nature to this pile. I feel like you guys are the type that can get through anything, okay? So there's that. And then as well, I want to take, I haven't used these Moonology cards in forever. They're all messed up. They're all reversed, like not straight up, like not. Let's see here. Pile number 1. Pile number 1. Nothing will come of the situation. See? There, that's what I was just saying. If there do seem to be like a lot of changes or things that are out of your control, just know that nothing is going to come out of that situation. It's temporary energy. It's just going to blow over, right? Okay, that's one. Yeah. So for some of you, if you get worried about some transitions that are happening or things that are going on, and you're like, oh my God, it kind of, with the Judgment too, there could be some changes coming in that you feel are like, oh my gosh, this is, you know, in this way that you feel like you can't control it. I would try not to stress about it, because it does seem like you guys are able to get through anything with that striving energy. You know, you're willing to overcome things. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Now with the song, Can We Kiss Forever? Let's see. The lyrics here. Now the song may or may not resonate. You know, take it as it comes to you, if it feels like it. Let's see here. So I tried to reach you, I can't hide. How strong's the feeling when we dive? I cross the ocean of my mind. My wounds are healing with the salt. All my senses intensified whenever you and we dive. I crossed the ocean of my mind, but in the end I drowned. You pushed me down, down. All the shame when you called my name. I felt pain when you came. Is that really all the lyrics? I guess it is kind of a short song. So there might be some healing going on about things that, again, that bottle up energy. That's trippy. Don't bottle anything up. Let it out. Okay? Because if you're pushing it down, you're going to drown. There you go. So make sure to be open and honest in your connection about how you're feeling. When you're feeling aggressive, don't bottle up, because it can come out as, you know, flipping out. Okay, so I'm going to take some charms and see what's going on for you guys. Okay, let's see. There, those two. Okay, what do we got? We got Belle and Cinderella. We've got a match. Find joy in the journey. Oh my gosh, we have the key and the lock. So I feel like a lot of you are going to unlock some stuff. Look at that. In this connection. You might have a lot of things coming to you. 2 keys. So I feel like it's mutual. You're not just uncovering things about this person, but they're uncovering things about you. And you guys are making some progress together. We have good vibes. Like I said, I feel like overall May is going to be mostly about good vibes. The love between a grandmother and granddaughter is forever. So some of you might be getting a message from your grandmother. Oh, we have Minnie Mouse. Hello Kitty. We have an elephant. We've got Taurus twice. Some of you might be a Taurus or have Taurus strong in the chart. There could be an emphasis on Venus in the 2nd house as well. Loving each other and just like kind of working on yourself, working on your stability. That could be something. We also have Libra here with the scales. So 7th house, that, you know, that spark in you, sometimes that could like lead to something bigger. Like let it out while it's still a spark and not a wildfire. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't turn into something worse. Have an open heart. I want to say. Yeah, find joy in the journey. With Belle here. Belle's very honest about her feelings and what she's kind of going through, so I feel like there's a need for you to be honest as well. That's kind of what I'm picking up from it in this sense. And Cinderella, again, Cinderella kind of does the daily routine. She does a lot of chores, so again, there might be kind of this energy of kind of going about a daily routine, doing mundane things together. There might be a need for that. I don't know why I'm getting that from this, but yeah. Don't hide your feelings. Okay, with the elephant. Well, I always think of elephants as very loyal and loving. Is what I always think of when I think of elephants. And then Hello Kitty. So maybe bring some innocent and fun with Minnie Mouse and Hello Kitty. There might be that need to be innocent and fun in the month of May. We also have Cross. Cross reminds me of burdens. Don't carry burdens, okay? Don't bottle them up. Don't let them weigh you down. There could be a focus, too, on spirituality here between the two of you. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing for the charms. Let's get some letters. So, pile number 1. This is pile number 1. Let's get some letters. Oh, here we got a lot of them. I went all out. E-N. E. E. Lots of E's. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, we have next. The word next. So kind of seeing what's coming next in your life. For some of you, it could be that focus on the future and stability and kind of what's going on. Maybe for some of you, you'll go to the next level with this person in your relationship, wherever that's at. We have God. There could be a focus on spirituality here. Let's see. We have leg. Some movement, moving forward, walking. It reminds me of walking forward in some way. The next leg of your journey. Again, right? Let's see. Hole. Yeah, don't dig things away in a hole. I think, you know, make sure it's able to come out, the things that you're feeling. Let's see. We have gentle. I do think that your person finds you to be very gentle here with the Empress. You're going to have a gentle energy to them, a loving energy. And I would definitely encourage, you know, to make sure that's, you know, continues in the month of May. We have Hood. So, might be focus on where you live with the Hood. And what the future brings in terms of where you're living. There might be some discussions about the future, about moving. Let's see. We have thought. So again, not bottling up any of your thoughts, okay? Be sure to speak with an open loyalty to each other. Which, we almost might have that word. Almost. Not quite. Yeah. So I'm going to stop here because this is already super long. But let me know if you see some initials here or anything that sticks out to you in terms of words that you see. I always love, we have den again. So yeah, there could be a focus on home life for sure. Coming out of a den too. making sure you don't, again, bury things away. But anyways, wishing you all the very best in the month of May in your connection, and sending you lots of love for you and your family, your loved ones, that you're all healthy and safe and happy, and that May is a great month for you and your connection. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do that by going down in the description box below. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can purchase, private video readings. And then as well, there's links to my Amazon wish list. Anybody who gets something off my Amazon wish list always gets a reading as a thank you. So if you do that option, just let me know by, writing your email or your Instagram in the description, in the gift note. And then I can actually contact you. Or you could contact me first, especially if the shipping is seeming like it's going to take a long time. You could contact me and let me know, and I'll get your name down before it comes. So yeah, take care of yourself, guys, and I will see you next time. Hey guys, so if you chose pile number 2 with this Bornite or Peacock's Oar, this is your reading. So let's see what's going on between you and your person in the month of May 2020. So I've got the Bluebirds Tarot. And this can be purchased on Amazon, not Amazon, eBay, sorry. eBay if you're interested. It's a Japanese deck. But I'm going to kind of pull a card for your overall energy. Okay, so I'm just going to start there actually. So, number 2, energy for connection. Strength. Wow, okay, so that's a nice energy. Talking about being strong in this connection. Let's see here. So on your energy, we have, for your energy in the month of May and kind of what you're doing is the High Priestess. Okay. The 9 of Cups. The King of Cups. The 7 of Wands. And then on your person's energy, we have the Knight of Wands. Strength. Oh, interesting. So strength came out twice. Knight of Pentacles. Your influences, perhaps. And we also have the song Be Still by The Killers as your song for the month of May. Let's see here. Well, between you, there is an overall strength. There's perhaps, my hands are like kind of shaky, huh? There's an overall connection here between, of holding back, not holding back, but trying to keep your connection stable and happy in some way. I want to see, I channeled some messages here for you guys, and oh my gosh, that's funny. Now I just turned the page to see. Yeah, now I know what it is with the Strength card. We have pride. So for some of you, there is a sense of pride here. I sometimes feel that with the Strength card. Well, the Strength reminds me of Leo, and there could be some pride here holding back a bit between the two of you. I do see in your energy the High Priestess symbol, that there's just like perhaps a soul connection or a soul tie between the two of you, a thread that kind of links the two of you together in some way. Or you may feel that between this connection. We also have distance. So for some of you, it could be a distance is involved here. Also Holland. I don't know why Holland popped up. It's just probably a message for some of you. Maybe you're from Holland or you've been to Holland. I don't know. There could be something to do with Holland. But again, pride. I do see that you'll be happier in May, and freedom from burdens. So there's definitely going to be a lighter energy in May between the two of you. We also have the month January popped up. So maybe something significant happened in January. Maybe a birthday is in January. There could be something about January. And we have bubblegum, which I thought was a weird thing to come out. But it kind of reminded me of being more innocent, blowing bubbles and just kind of being a little bit more relaxed about the connection. I kind of like this reading a lot better than April, because I felt like in April things were a bit heavier in these readings. And I don't feel as much here. In what came out this for May, it does seem a lot lighter. So like I said, on your end we do have the High Priestess. So I feel as if some of you might be kind of keeping some things under your crown. You're not exactly letting everything out, but I do feel like you're generally going to have there could be some little disputes though. Okay, we have that 7 of Wands and then that Queen of Swords by under it. So there could be in May there could be a few moments where you maybe feel like your person hurts your feelings, and they maybe say something a little bit too rough, and it might feel like you need to be on the defensive. That's possible here. Look at it, it's like serpent. Yeah, there could be some defensive energy at times from your side because maybe you're not taking what they're saying the right way. And, but I do feel like there's definitely a lot of communication. I feel like you'll be talking and thinking a lot about your person in the month of May, and it's going to be kind of a mutual thing here. It's not just one-sided for sure. With the Queen of Swords, your person probably is going to be thinking a lot about the situation as well and saying things. Again, some of that stuff that they might say could hurt your feelings and cause you to go into defensive mode. I think with that King of Cups, one of the things you're being advised to do is make sure that you take it maturely. Try not to get too attached. Remember, the King of Cups has emotional depth, but in a way that's not overreactive. So again, try not to be overreactive. If you feel like you're going to be overreactive, we have Sanctuary. So it says a sanctuary resides inside you no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your own heart. So it might be during times where you're feeling especially defensive, it might just be time to pull back a little bit before, so you don't get too reactive, especially with your, there could be, again, too, with this is something that's popping out to me here with Mercury in the 8th house, obsessive thoughts. It might be time for some of you to not overanalyze anything, not to get too obsessive about what they say. I feel like your person with the Knight of Wands could be a bit immature at times, maybe say things that are stupid, or not stupid, but like might say things that are like, oh my god, did you just say that? There could be some energy of that where maybe you need to just not take it too seriously. They might just have a silly sense of humor or a way of speaking that can be... With the Knight of Wands, I have a lot of fire in my chart, and sometimes I say things I totally don't mean the way that they come out, and there could be some of that energy on your person's side. I do feel like your person, though, is very dedicated to you with the Knight of Pentacles. Whenever the Knight of Pentacles can be a bit slow and moving, but I always think of the Knight of Pentacles as someone who's very dedicated to the person, very loyal in some way. So I do feel like this person does have a lot of you know, feelings for you. Let me see here, what else is coming out? There could be times during the month when you feel like your person's a little bit more self-focused and a bit withdrawn as well. For some of you with this sanctuary, there might be periods where you do go into kind of your own sanctuary and your person goes into their own sanctuary, and it's just sort of a little bit back and forth, but I don't feel it's a bad thing or anything. I think there could be a lot of reevaluation and just trying to figure out how to connect in a better way. It doesn't feel bad. With the 8th house, again, secrets, mysteries, there could be some hidden feelings here that are still kind of prevailing. It could be on your end more because of that High Priestess energy. There's definitely a lot of attraction, though. There could be talks of your attraction towards each other as well. Because strength, actually, by the way, can talk about like a strong sexual attraction. So it could be that you guys are discussing this, intimacy in some way. That topic could come up for you. For some of you guys could be discussing ideas like conspiracy theories for some of you. And maybe it can turn into a political debate or an argument, okay? That's just for some of you. So we have faith in your dreams. Bring love into the situation. And one more fell down. Let's see. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. And hold your vision. Okay, yeah. So whatever you're wanting to kind of happen with this connection, I feel like there is a need to, you know, keep on. Have faith in your dreams. Hold your vision. You know, still believing that it can come to fruition. Or that the things that are happening between you, that it can... If there's been any sort of like tough cycle, or you guys have been having trouble in April, I feel like in May there's going to be that end to that. It's going to get better, okay? And we have bring love into the situation. So again, when I said that defensive energy, perhaps, or pride, by the way, that came up, make sure that, you know, Pride isn't weighing you down. Bring love into the situation. And I feel like your person will also be in that energy, okay? With the Strength card. There's a more gentle approach here between the two of you in the month of May, where you guys are going to be, I think, way more willing to really hear each other out and discuss what's really going on. And with that High Priestess too, there might be some things that you need to discuss in terms of your feelings. In a gentle way, not overreactive, not getting defensive. Okay? So, and same for your person. Like, I feel like your person would be, like I said, on a better page. Locked doors can now be open. Wow. So, yeah, if there have been difficulties, you got the key. So, things can be uncovered. A temptation may lead you astray. The Siren. And rejuvenation and fulfillment. So, with the Siren, there could be a strong attraction here. A magnetic attraction, sort of like I mentioned, this maybe perhaps a sexual attraction. But there could be a focus on both of you on your own happiness, though, with the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. That might sometimes drag you apart from each other. I don't know. That might just be for some people, because that kind of reminds you of that temptation may lead you astray. The Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. There could be some self-focus on each side that sort of drags you away from the connection at times. But generally, I feel like there's going to be a lot more positive energy between the two of you in the month of May. It's been kind of weird between you recently. Let me see. What do I want to take? Thinking about if I wanted to take any other. I'm trying not to go. I've been like really going like with long readings. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so let's get some charms. So I'm going to close my eyes, by the way. So. I do feel like you guys are holding on with that Strength card. You guys are still holding on to this connection. Like, if you've wondered if it's, like, dissipating or something, I feel like that May is just an energy of holding on. Let's see what we've got. Oh, interesting. We got Scorpio popping up. 8th house. Intimacy. So there is a focus on intimacy. For sure. With the bow. Pleasant times. Innocence. There could be a funner energy maybe than there has been. Oh, a heart with wings. I feel like some of you are really going to be like letting your heart soar in some way, that you're going to feel better, that you're going to feel freer. We have love as well. Interesting that we have the padlock here, but we don't have a key. So that might be telling you that there are keys out there, and that's what you kind of got to try to do. Maybe it might not be so easy with that High Priestess energy to open up, but you have that ability to. We've also got Pisces, intuitive. So you might have like working on your intuition too. Could be something with the High Priestess, trying to uncover. There might be some personal mastery that you're trying to do to come more in touch with your emotions. To not be too reactive. With the Swan, I do feel like that there's going to be a beautiful transformation in the month of May in this connection. We also have Aries here and Scorpio. So there could be... First and 8th house. So again, 8th house, 1st house, bringing things to the surface. And some of you might be these signs, or it might be prevalent in your synastry or something like that. But again, there could be that focus on yourself as well as... Oh, wow. Okay, wait. 8th house is like other people's resources. So there might be... perhaps some of you are very independent of each other in some way. So there could be a talk about bringing it together somehow. You know what I mean? Yeah, there could be some talk of that. Like, and there could be some worry about resources. Maybe some of you are afraid to combine resources in some way. That could just be for some of you. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate. Let's see here. We have wishes do come true. So that's interesting because you had that 9 of Cups, which makes me feel like a, wish fulfillment. So there might be some wishes that come true for you and really make your heart soar in the month of May in this connection. We also have the Mermaid. So there could be an elusive nature. That's what I always think of when I think of mermaids. Something that's hidden, that's elusive, that's deep diving, that really gets in the emotions and down. With the siren too, there is a certain seduction here in the month of May between the two of you. I feel like there's going to be a strong magnetic attraction. You in particular may be very alluring. Or there might be some other things like luring you in. And it could just be not other people, but it could just be other hobbies or activities or things that you're focused on. You might also be finding a balance in this connection. If you've been perhaps very connected in the past or like obsessive, there might be a healthy balance of finding out what turns you on in other ways. Not just sexually, but like, I mean, you know what I mean, in hobbies and stuff like that. We also have, let's see, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. So yeah, you guys might be like bringing some lessons in from before and sort of just trying to come to terms with, you know, that with life in general. We also have compassionate, kind, free, true, peace, brave, strong, happy, thankful. So good energy there. And then we have she believed she could, so she did. And we have angels watching over me. So you do have an angel watching out over you. That's for sure. Love. Oh, and the shell. Oh, you know who I love? I don't know if you guys have watched The Cottage. I think that's her name. I really am loving her channel, and she does charms too, and she has a shell, and she always talks about secrets. There could be hidden things in the shell, which is very true, and I love that interpretation from her. So yeah, there could still be some hidden energy that you need to, especially on your end is where I feel it's more. Although it could be that you feel like your person isn't exactly opening up to you in all the ways that you want them to. But yeah, for some of you too, it's just finding out what's inside of you and what you really want. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put the charms away and take some Scrabble pieces. Let's get some words, guys. I need to mix them up. Let's see. Oh, well, there's one for us right now. We already have N. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. E, E, G, 2 I's, R, U, S, F, T, R, R, ooh, lots of R's, L. Okay, so we've got care. I'm seeing that right away. Care Bear Stare. Okay, care. So you might be more caring about yourself, about the connection. Let's see. Oh, we have soul. You know, I feel like many of you are probably soulmates with this person, or you're also doing like inner soul work, you know, trying to really get more in touch with your soul. We have tire. Wait. What am I doing? Tire, so that could be tire like a wheel, you know, spinning and trying to move forward in some way, you know, trying to move forward. And then we also have fire. So some of you may have some fire in your chart, or you might be feeling a little bit fiery, so watch out for those reactions, like I said with the Seven of Wands, of getting too defensive at times. That could be something. Fiery communication with that Mercury. We also have, let's see, we have tear and tear. So for some of you might be tearing away a little bit, but I feel like if you do, it's in a very healthy way. Do you know what I mean? Like that, because you had that sanctuary card, so it might be necessary for you sometimes to tear yourself away from the connection, from thinking about it too much as well. Let's see what else we've got. We've got no. We've also got notes, so you might be writing each other a lot of notes or something like that. We've got, let's see, what lights you up, what lights the other person up. Let's see here. We've got tiger. Ooh, for some of you, you might really love tigers. I have nightmares about tigers. That's the animal that stalks me in my dreams. My cousin actually has bears. My mom has lions, and I have tigers. So we used to joke and say lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Maybe there's a significance about tiger. Maybe you love tigers, or maybe there's like kind of like an energy here where you're like, ooh, I have the tiger. Let's see what else. Let's see. We have rain as well. So rain. We have fuel as well. Fuel. So it could be a bit of a fiery energy at times where make sure it doesn't explode. You know what's interesting is that Venus is going retrograde, so you would think that maybe some people's relationships would have problems, but I didn't feel a lot of that from this. I feel like a lot of it's working through it, but let's see here. Soar. We have Sorel. Not a boot brand. I had some Sorels. Okay. Let's see. Fate. Yeah, for some of you, this is definitely a fated connection, a soul connection. Yeah. So I'm going to stop here so I don't take all your time with doing the charms. I know this is going to be a super long video. I feel bad about it. But anyways, guys, if you'd like to let me know what words you see, any initials, names, I love hearing about it. And I wish all of you and your loved ones lots of good health and happiness during May. Sending you a heart and lots of love and a hug. And I'd love to, if you want to have a personal reading with me, that's possible by going down in the description box below. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can purchase like wish list, and then I have a personal wish list. And anytime anybody gets something off my wish list, I always do a read coming, especially if it seems like the shipping will take a long time. But as well, you can just in the gift note let me know your email or your Instagram so I can get a hold of you. But yeah, sending you guys lots of love. See you all in the next reading. Bye bye. Hey guys, so if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. This is with the green calcite. So yeah, let's see what's going on between you and your person. I'm going to take the Bluebird Tarot to get a look at the overall energy, okay? So let's get the overall energy between pile number 3 and your person. So the Hangman, seeing things from a different perspective. There could be some withdrawn energy or an energy in which you just are going within and looking and reassessing. And we've got the Fool. Okay, yeah, let's see. And on your person's end, we have the 5 of Cups. We also have the 10 of Swords, the Queen of Coins, and the 9 of Swords. So your person seems to be in a bit of an energy that's... I feel like you're going to be in better energy than your person. Let's see, Capricorn and the Sun are here. So these could be signs, or, well, Capricorn could be a sign, or maybe there's a focus on your public life. Well, we'll get into that, okay? Because I want to look at the rest of the cards here. We also have loneliness. So it says, when you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude, and that's when kindred spirits can finally come. No way. Introspection I was mentioning. I feel like you're going to be handling this a lot better than your person, though. Maybe for some of you, there's been this fed up type of feeling, where it's just like, ugh, enough's enough. I need to just like kind of move on. And that's interesting because, okay, well, your song's this. I'm not going to say it out loud, but F You by Kaylee Morg, okay? That's the song that came up for you guys. Also, your channeled messages here. Spirits around you, signs. So for some of you, you are going to be focusing more on your spiritual side. For many of you, you're going to be getting a lot of spiritual confirmation in terms of, with signs and such. We also have move on. Transportation is what came up. So there is a sense that some of you might be moving on from this connection in some way, or it could be that you're moving. I feel like many of you are moving on in some way, that you're letting go, that you're just going to let fate kind of take the wheel. And we have transportation again. I feel like for some of you there could be some transportation that needs to happen between the two of you, like as in your long distance, but it could be also, but I feel it's more connected to the move on, which is interesting because I didn't necessarily put those two together when I was writing out the messages. But we also have lightning and revelation. Yeah, some of you are going to be having a lot of revelations about this connection. Your person may have the revelation that they didn't realize how much you mattered to them, which is interesting. And we also have best friends. time to talk, love or lust. So again, for some of you, you might be reevaluating in this, like, kind of taking a step back to find out whether this was a illusion. You might be thinking that you need something a bit better, or you need to kind of let go of these feelings. With time to talk, for some of you, you'll be talking to friends about the situation, getting confirmation or getting support from friends in terms of where to go in this connection as well. But if I feel like many of you are going to be having some lightning moments, like revelations that are coming to you about this connection, thoughts that are kind of helping you propel yourself forward somehow. And that could be, for some of you, making plans with this person. If you guys are at a distance, there could be a longing for each other and trying to come together to figure out how to make it work. How to make fate work in your favor and take a leap. For some of you, this could be taking a leap towards making this, you know, and having that drive to take this to the next level. For some of you, it may not be just lust. It may be that there is true love here, and that's what the revelation is. So I think it's going to go differently for different people. So take it as it resonates. But if you have been fed up with the connection, it might be time to move on. And some of you may be doing that. If where it's been more lustful and you haven't really felt like it's going right, there might be you looking towards the prospects for the future of your own life rather than with this person, okay? Now, your person is going through something. We have the Five of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Swords. For some of you, especially those of you that are trying to maybe move on or deciding sort of to let this connection not necessarily go, but just kind of saying, you know, F it. Wherever it goes, and I'm going to focus on myself for now. And some of you might be in that energy, and I feel like your person might feel a little bit sad about that. With the Queen of Queen of Coins, sorry. I feel like this person is recognizing your value more than they ever had. The fact that maybe you've been a stable feature in their life could be prevalent. And there could be some anxiety if you do pull away with the Sun and focus more on your own self, your own essence, your own energy, and just kind of focusing on yourself, breaking open in some way. Again, some of you could be, with Capricorn, focusing more on your career and about kind of where you're going. There is a badass energy to Capricorn, like it says down here, badass. Yeah, so you might feel more disciplined too than you have in the past. Maybe for some of you, you've had a hard time letting go of this connection or focusing on just yourself. But I feel like in the month of May, you're going to be a lot better off. But again, with loneliness, it says when you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. So I feel like for those of you that have felt lonely in this connection, you're not going to feel that way as much, especially with your friends. You know, talking to friends is important, okay? Let's see here. I want to get some more messages from Madame and Dora's fortune cards. Love and prosperity, the Queen. So there's definitely more of a focus on yourself in the month of May and finding the love and prosperity you deserve. And that could be, like I said, for some of you, it could be that loneliness is killing this connection because there is distance. And you want, for some of you, it may be taking a leap and having trust that this could work out. And I know that's such a differing message, but I feel like you'll know which one it is for you. Whether there's a need to kind of take fate by the wheel, you know, take the wheel in some way to drive this connection forward. Or just kind of just let it go and start pursuing your own things. Yeah, forces beyond your control intervene. So for some of you, there is that the hand of fate coming out. That's saying that maybe for some of you, you're just tired of trying to control this. And it's just a time to step back and just say, whatever, I relinquish my control over this situation. I can't control it, so I'm not going to try. You know what I mean? I'm just going to try to move on, and if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. We have let your intentions be known. I feel like, to be honest, your person has a hard time letting their intentions be known. And I think that's kind of what some of you might be sick of. Two, there might be some plan of attack here for some of you about how to go forward with this connection. Like if this person is at a distance, some of you may be having a deciding factor about where this is going in the future, whether you want to meet up with them or you want to pursue something in a physical. And there might be some intentions here that are known where you kind of say what your goals are, what you want, you know, what's going to make you, there's a lot of focus on what you want. And that's going to go, I think, for all of the, you know, everyone who picks this. With the Queen and the Sun, it is a lot more focus on yourself, being aware of what you want. So definitely a period, I think, for you guys in the month of May of reevaluating. And I don't think your person's going to like it too much because of that loneliness stuff. There could be, let's see here, what's the power numbers for you? Of May 2020. We have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. So there could be this need for you to bring love in a situation to yourself or to the other person. Take it as it resonates. But there could be self-love that's needed here. A focus on your own self. And your own individuality too, for some of you. And confidence is your key to success. So being confident in your decisions. If there have been periods where you felt kind of dependent on this person and lonely, being confident in yourself, loving yourself, and understanding that, you know, you can take control, or you can, in any way, whether it's letting this connection go or moving forward in it in some way, taking some kind of leap of faith towards them. You know what I mean? So we both have 2 new moons. So there are opportunities here for you to really manifest something. It's like kind of the beginning of the cycle, a new cycle in some way. And for some of you, it could be a new cycle with this person. Or it could be a new cycle kind of going on your own. Okay. Now, let me see. I want to look up the lyrics to this song. I know it's... Let's see here. Sorry. So he calls me a hothead, then he sets me on fire. He says it's my fault, that he's a liar. Then he's blushing red when he's on the phone. He said, don't worry about it, leave me alone. He said, you're only as good as you are when you were with me. So I hope you know better, know better than to leave. I said, hey you, with your world painted blue. I said, you. I was the brightest light you ever knew, and next time you call me, yelling on the phone, and I'll say, F you, and leave me alone. Got your car running like you're ready to go. I'll be waiting for that apology when you come home. Then we'll talk it out till it comes to an end. Then we'll wake up and do it again. For some of you, this could be a cycle that you've been going through, where it's just been kind of bad. For some of you, and this song's not going to resonate with everybody, okay? But basically, it's like, cross my heart and hope to die, no happy ending for you and I. Cross my heart and hope to die, no happy ending for you and I. But, so for some of you, you might be coming to terms that this is not what you want. For some of you, I don't feel like that's going to be for all of you. Take it as it resonates. For some of you, it's going to be having revelations about how you can move this connection forward, okay? So I'm going to take some charms for you guys to kind of see what to expect. So, some of you might even understand in the month of May your connection with this person. What was the cause of it? Like, why did you meet this person? Some of you might be have been wondering, why did I meet this person? Like, why are they in my life? Why did this happen? And you're going to start to understand what it is. Sorry. Okay, so let's see what we got. We got the match. We've got, oh, the heart. Yeah, your heart's going to be much more freer in the month of May. Let's see here. We've got Aquarius and Virgo. We have a lot of signs coming out here. We got the owl, some wisdom coming in, some Aries. We've got, oh, yep, a new lease on life. Yeah, for some of you, Okay, and like that's what I said. It's going to go different ways for different people. For some of you, it's like you get a next chance. And for some of you, you're going to have a chance to really make this connection work in some way, and you'll understand and have the confidence to do that. For some of you, it's like you know that you just need to start something new, and you've got an extra chance to kind of do that. We have Virgo and Aquarius. We have Pisces and Leo, Scorpio, Aries. A lot of signs coming out here. For some of you, it could be that you're breaking free from any sort of codependent addictions to this person and kind of becoming more self-focused. For some of you, it could be that you are figuring out a way to manifest this relationship in the physical. Let's see here. Leo. A lot more a focus on the self here with Leo, possibly, with hobbies and interests and things like that. Dating new people, for instance. Pisces, really getting into that spiritual part of yourself. Sorry if it was out of focus. With the owl again, finding some wisdom and some freedom here with the horse in the month of May. We have Made with Love, and we've got You Are Always in My Heart. For some of you, it's like this person will always be in your heart. I think they do spark some passion in you, but for some of you, again, it could be wanting to make something more of that, because you realize that this person really is part of your heart in some way, and you need to make something happen with them. For some of you, it'll be that this person's in your heart forever, but it's just not going to work. There's that spark of passion, but you just can't make it work. For some of you, this could represent, too, like the arguments, like kind of being fiery and passionate with each other in your communication. We have Live Your Dream. So that's a huge focus, I think, is reevaluating here with that Hanged Man what your dream is. Whether it's to be with this person or to kind of do your own thing. We have two mermaids. So there could be like that elusive nature, beautiful nature. It could be a seductive nature. Perhaps your person, again, is realizing your value once you've disappeared from their life in some way. That could be something that I'm feeling called to say. Yeah, we have the daiku, I think is what it's called. So that might be relevant to somebody. It's a root vegetable, so maybe you're getting to the root of a situation. I would think of like Japan or something like that, Asia. So maybe that's relevant. We also have the moon with the wings and the crown on it. That always makes me think of like being way more in tune with your intuition. This also reminds me of the star. So hoping and dreaming and healing in some way. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing for charms. And I'm going to go ahead and take some Scrabble pieces. Okay, let's see here. Oh, you know what I got in my head? I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. Okay. Yeah, cry for some of you. Maybe you've cried over this person a lot. This person could be crying over you a lot. Let's see. We've got grow. So there's definitely some growth here happening, whether it's personal or, you know, in this connection. There's going to be, we have LOL, so maybe some of you are laughing about this. Or we have bet. For some of you with this bet, there might be this like energy of you like, bet I won't leave. And that could be for some of you. Okay, let's see. We've got sell. And we've got bell. Bell reminds me of, yeah, like notifications or things coming to you, like insight coming into you. Oh yeah, wove. It reminds me of like woven, like how this person's woven into your life, how they actually fit, how you want to make it fit. Do you know what I mean? Okay, hold on, let's see, secrets. Okay, some secrets could be coming out. You could be keeping your options secret. You could be coming out with some secrets as well. If your person hasn't really told you how much they value you, I feel like there could be hiding love, like secret love here. Okay, so if you have had a person that's been really like kind of quiet, there could be some secret love here. Okay, that they haven't quite told you, and that might be like you kind of, for some of you, might be moving on, and you're like, well, they don't like me, but it could be that they have secret feelings and they just haven't told you them, and then they're going to feel kind of crappy when you kind of pull back. Okay. Oh wow. For some of you, that song came to my head, Memories of the Way We Were by Barbra Streisand. I don't know why that came to my head here. I got a lot of songs coming out, I guess, in this pile. We have sob. So crying. I don't know if you spent a lot of time crying over this person, or perhaps they're going to be spending time. There's something about crying, like sad energy here. We also have log. You know, it reminds me of like you're sitting like a log. And perhaps in the past, you've kind of either felt like you've been waiting for this person like a log, you know, and just sitting there waiting for something to happen, and nothing's ever happened, and they're perhaps just like a log. Maybe they're sitting there like a log, and they've never shown anything to you, and you got finally just like fed up and frustrated with it. Oh, we've got, sorry. We've got... we almost had, like, I was going to say clear or clean. But we have, let's see. Nope. Clots. So, getting rid of any clots in the system, any blockages. Loot. Loot. Okay, so I'll stop here. Let me know if you guys see any names that mean something to you. I don't want to, I know that these readings are running really long today, the piles, so I hope that I haven't bored you all with my, with this reading. Take care. Oh, look at my nail polish. It's changing colors. Look at what I got. In case anyone's interesting. I got it interesting. In case anyone's interesting. If you're interesting, you can get this. I mean, if you're interested. It's like mood-changing nail polish, and it's bizarre. It changes by, it's the temperature that changes it. My hands are feeling cold in certain areas. It's because of where I hold them in drafts. So look at that, they're changing as we talk. Anyways, guys, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do that all by going down in the description box and looking at my Etsy, where you can purchase private unlisted video readings where I just am doing you individually. As well, there is Amazon. So anybody who gets something off my Amazon wish list always gets a reading as a thank you. With the slow shipping times, it might be wise, especially if the shipping seems to be crazy long, to email me or message me on Instagram. That stuff's all down in the description box as well. To let me know it's coming, because then I could get your name on the list before it comes. And yeah. Or, you know, and make sure that you write who you are in the gift message, you know, like your email or your Instagram, so I can get a hold of you if not, or for any case. So I know where, because I like to know, you know, who gets me something. So I usually keep the notes in anything. So I always just keep it and in the boxes if it's an item or whatever. But yeah. Take care, guys. Wishing you lots of good health for you and your loved ones. Sending you love. Sending you a hug. Love it if you comment, like, and subscribe if you want. But yeah, take care of take care of yourselves and have a wonderful May 2020. And peace out. Hey guys, so you chose pile number 4. This is what's going to be happening between you and your person in the month of May 2020. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Bluebird Tarot. If you are interested in this deck, I bought it off eBay from Japan, so it's just major arcana, but I'm going to take it to kind of see what the general energy is between you and your person in the month of May 2020. So the general energy. Okay, Justice. So there's definitely going to be balancing things out. Focusing on partnership, how to make it work, for instance, or how to make this connection more balanced, or something like that is going to be the theme, sort of. So finding a balance between the two of you, finding a balance within yourself. We have this stone, by the way. This is blue calcite. So there we go. Now let's see. For your song we have In My Mind, which I love this song. Let's see. For the overall energy we have Mistakes. Queen of Diamonds. Jack of Diamonds, this is your energy. Queen of Spades. So it's interesting because on your end we have lots of court cards. The Emperor. We have the North Node between the both of you as energy. We have Ninth House. Could be distance for some of you. And a lot of lessons being learned. Here, the Three of Spades on your person's side. We have the Ace of Diamonds. The Hanged Man. Jack of Spades. And the Seven of Clubs. So let's see. Let me put this off to the side. Let's see, where can I start here? So let's see. I found it interesting that there's a lot of court cards here, but of course some of them represent major arcana. In your energy, I'm seeing a certain independence. So the Queen of Diamonds, that is representing Emma in Jane Austen. So she's very independent, very wealthy, very secure in herself. So perhaps you're focusing on your security. I do feel like many of you are focused on being secure independently from this person. So for some of you, this might be a new connection or a connection which are both kind of cautious because maybe things have gone on between the two of you. Okay, I am seeing some cautiousness here. You could be feeling hopeful for the future in some way or focusing on healing from this connection or healing in general. That's very possible here with the Star card. It does represent hope though, so I feel like many of you are hoping that this can go somewhere, that this somehow can come into fruition. For some of you, like I said, with this Ninth House, there could be some foreign aspects to this connection. There could be a lot of learning to do too. For some of you, it's like learning more about this person. That could be, if it's a new person, you might be seeking out more information about them, finding out what your guys' goals are. For your channeled messages, we've got... I took some channeled messages for each pile. And for this one, we have movies and comedy. So for some of you, you might be sharing movies back and forth, like favorite movies, or sharing something funny as well, like maybe having some funny jokes or a bit of a lightheartedness. It could be also that energy of getting to know each other, what your favorite things are, what you want. And there could be, like I said, yeah, some discovery here. 2 songs came up. And I do feel like some of you are going to have different energy. For the songs that kind of came up when I was doing this, they're a little bit of a heavier songs. So that would be more for those of you that have been in a longer, maybe term connection with this person. We have Garden by Pearl Jam and 1,000 Oceans by Tori Amos. I'll look maybe into those songs afterwards. But we also have Water. Again, there could be a discovery, like discovering your emotions in the situation. It could be also... some depth here to this connection as well, an emotional depth. Some of it could seem kind of murky too. If it's very deep, you might not quite understand everything, because I do see a cautious energy on your end, and on your person's end, by the way, too, which I'll get into. Also with Water, again, there could be water between the two of you. It could be that you guys live at a very far distance, okay? And then we have opening up. So there's a call to either open up to this person to continue to get to know them, or there may be some troubles opening up. There could be some challenges with it. And we have the color blue coming up, so maybe that means something to somebody. I always think of blue as a very peaceful color. So could be trying to find peace in the connection as well. And then reflecting. I feel like there is some reflection here. Blue is what, okay, that's something that came up to me when I was channeling this. There could be some reflection. Maybe both of you are so different from each other. Like, think about how the water and the sky reflect kind of on each other. And there could be some reflection on your thoughts and actions in the past, the way you've communicated, the way that you felt. There could be a strong reflection on both ends, okay? Now, again, the general energy here between the two of you is mistakes. For some of you, in new connections, this could be not wanting to make mistakes you've made in the past. There could be a cautious energy for both of you. For some of you, you might be thinking about the mistakes you've made in this connection in the past, the mistakes that they've made, and that's a mutual energy. It's going to be a mirroring energy. I feel there's a lot of mirroring here. The more you open up, the more they're going to open up. Okay? Because I do feel some caution here. And for some of you, it might be that you're still healing from a past connection, or you're trying to heal from this connection in general, like to repair it in some way. So there could be a focus on righting wrongs, righting mistakes here with this Justice card that you've had in the past, okay? There could be some maturing in the connection too with this North Node, trying to bring it to a better place. Okay, so getting back into the cards here on your end. We do have this, hold on really fast. Let me look at this thing again. I want to remember these songs. Garden in 1,000 Oceans. See, 1,000 Oceans reminds me, I want to say this before I forget it, about these tears I've cried 1,000 oceans, and if I could keep, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember all the words to it. But, yeah, there might be a lot of tears that have come from this. That's interesting that that song came out, considering I didn't make that connection when I was writing it out, that they were connected, but that there's been a lot of emotions between you. There could be a lot of emotions still brewing, too, I want to say. Okay. So, again, I feel like you're going to be in a cautious energy, and trying to change your perceptions in terms of this connection, see it in a more clearer light. But still all the while remaining independent, especially if you felt too connected to this person in the past, or maybe you're just too afraid to open up. But there might be a need for you in some way with the Emperor energy to take charge in this connection, to right any mistakes or wrongs, if you've done them. Of course, if you haven't, that's fine. Because I see that your person is really going through some massive changes in their life. There's a lot, like with this World and the Hanged Man here, there's a lot of reflection on your person's part. There could be a little bit of a withdrawn attitude. This person could be waiting for you to make a move too. And the reason why I feel this is we have this Three of Spades. There's been some sort of rejection, okay? In this deck in particular, this card talks about, the keyword is rejection, okay? So this person maybe has felt rejected by you in the past, or they're afraid of rejection. This could give them a cautious, it could come from their experience with the world. Maybe they've had a lot of experience being rejected. And that's kind of what they've learned. And so there could be a withdrawn energy of pulling back at times. And the Jack of Spades does talk about being cautious, being careful. So this person may be a little bit more careful around you, because they might see some challenges in this connection. And again, that could be the distance. If you're getting to know each other, they might see that distance and think of all the challenges that are between the two of you in order to make this come to fruition. But I do feel like for many of you, this person's willing to wait. They're willing to hear a side, or to hear your side if you have one. And I feel like there could be a lot of communication. Again, I feel like it's a mirroring. And in some way, I'm feeling like you need to take the lead in some way with the Emperor. That there has to be, because I feel like your person is just too careful right now. They could be looking at your social media a lot, thinking a lot about you. There could be, yeah, a lot of thoughts about you, lots of thoughts of reevaluation, of figuring out whether this has a real place in the world, if it could really happen. And this could be a reflection of past attitudes on your end. Let me see. Messages for pile number 4 regarding connection in May 2020. Oops. So a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. For some of you, you might have some sort of big discussion in the month of May, where there needs to be a lot of honesty. Emotions are running high. So there might be some high emotions where you guys might have some kind of like a bit of a blow up in the month of May, where things really need to be said. Maybe you and your loved ones are safe and it's time to take action. So yeah, there's definitely some action that needs to be taken with that Emperor energy, Aries. I feel like it's you that needs to take some kind of action. We have new moon and full moon bringing something to a completion in some way. Huh, that's interesting. Maybe for some of you, someone's an Aries. Let's see. It does seem like you and your loved ones are safe, though. So it does seem like this connection in some way is safe and still has chances to become something more. Especially if you'd like a home life with this person or to come to a better understanding of each other. I feel like there is a chance to accomplish this in the month of May. But I do feel like you kind of are more in charge of this than the other person, because your other person's a bit withdrawn, and it could be again from situations that they've had in the past, their experiences, their knowledge here with the 9th house again, the world, but it could be things that have happened between the two of you. It could be the way that this connection has grown. What's going on with May 2020? Let your intentions be known. Yeah, there's a need to let intentions be known, to be honest. Because if not, conflict and danger lie in wait. Okay, yeah. There's some problems that you need to talk about and discuss. True feelings. If you are feeling, you know, if you want something to come out of this, but you're not exactly knowing how, it might be about discussing the future and the possibilities of this connection in an honest way. Okay? Also, if there have been mistakes on your end and you want to right this relationship, it might be a good time in May to let your intentions be known. Let them know about, you know, what you've been through, or ways that you felt that they've messed up or you've messed up. You know what I mean? And it's a mutual energy, so it's not just on you per se, but you might be the one that needs to take the lead in this month in May in regards to this, okay? So we've got, let's see, the Mystic Circle. Your abilities will be enhanced. Yeah, you'll be more powerful, I feel like. You're going to have a lot more perception about this connection. So I think it's that bodes well for taking charge in this case. Let's see. I would like to, let's see here. Yeah, but with that 3 of spades, there is a fear, I think, on your person's end of being rejected in some way. And this could be because they felt rejected in the past by others or by you. So I feel like your person's going to be more in the energy of thinking it's over for some of you. If that resonates, they might be in the energy of thinking it's just over. And they're kind of waiting to see if you'll ever come back around again. And it's going to be kind of up to you to fix this. Okay? To bring back the balance. So I'm going to go ahead and take some charms and see what comes out there. Yeah, I feel like you can level up this connection in some way, although some of you may or may not take that risk. Oh man, we have the ghost dog and the bone. There's definitely a lot of loyalty here. For some of you, you might be really good friends, or have that ability, or some kind of loyal friendship here. We've got Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius. This reminds me of the star as well. So there could be a lot of hope and healing and hoping for a better future. There could be some distance between the two of you. Okay? Not only because of the star too. It reminds me of relationships that begin online. It reminds me of technology and stuff like that. With this wand though, I do feel like you have the power to make this happen in some way. Or to at least figure out what's going on. Oh my gosh. Some of you might have a moon-sun conjunction. Or something like that. We have You Are My Sunshine, I Love You to the Moon and Back. There's something about masculine and feminine here that's very in flow. Okay. Always. So I do feel like you're always in this person's heart, or they're always in your heart no matter what happens. There's just something about it that keeps you hanging on. Oh my god, that song Keep Me Hanging On by Kim Wilde. That's an old song. Right? No, or is that, yeah, that's Kim Wilde. Yeah, I was going to say Pat Benatar, but no, it's Kim Wilde. I love that song. She's so pretty in that music video. Like, dang, I wish I was that pretty. Okay. With the elephant, I do think of loyalty too. A strong connection of loyalty here, Virgo. What does it say on the back? Practical. So it might be talking about bringing practical realities to this. There might be a serious talk about what are the practicalities of this relationship. Like, how is this actually going to work in a real way? We have Sagittarius again. For some of you, there's distance here, and that's what the thing is. Maybe for some of you, you've had bad experiences with relationships that began online, and you don't know where it's going to go. And that might be where that North Node is coming in the 9th house. It's like, where is this future going? Like, what is this? It's like, I feel so strong for you, but I just don't know where this can go. I have a lot of hopes, but I also have a lot of fears. And this person could also have that. I feel like it's a mutual mirroring energy, like I said, the sky and the water. You know what I mean? That reflection of each other. Scorpio, there's a lot of passion here. There could be a lot of hidden feelings, so in secrets that need to be uncovered. For some of you, this could be a bit of an obsessive relationship, or you might feel a very strong, like, platonic type of connection. Aries, so somebody, some of these signs could be relevant. So some of you could be Virgo, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius. That could be in the chart somewhere, in your charts, prevalent in some way. Like, so, like, for instance, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Scorpio, Rising, you know what I mean? Different things here, or Scorpio, Sun. But it also just can talk about the energy. I choose strength. And that's the thing, I feel like for many of you, you need to choose to be strong in this connection. Maybe bring up topics that haven't been... That's hilarious. I just noticed that Rapunzel came out. When I was pulling charms before, I was like, I feel like Rapunzel's going to come out. Someone may feel like they need to be rescued. I know that she doesn't feel like that, but I always think that she needed it somehow, like to get out of the situation she was in. She had a controlling mother or whatever. So some of you, there could be some kind of control going on here. So someone might feel used as well, or something like that. And it could be by other people in their life, by you. Okay, do as you would be done by. Almost too simple, but this is all you need to get by. So the thing is here with this do as you, it's like doing unto others as you'd want done unto yourself. So if there's been ways in which you've been, I think a need for you to reevaluate like this relationship in terms of like, would you want them to speak up? Because I don't feel like your person's going to speak up too much more. They either already have said everything that's on their mind, or they're too scared to. And that's going to be different for everybody, but you have the strength, I think, to kind of take the lead in some way with that Emperor energy, and also with the Queen of Spades too. You have a way to add in your perceptions of this and say what's really on your mind, and I think you have the strength to do it. And also, thinking about, you have the power to make things happen in a way that you want it. You have more control in the situation than I feel like you think you do. For some of you, you might think it's a pipe dream, but I do feel like you have some kind of magical touch to this person, and you could somehow really help them out and discover some freedom, perhaps, for some of you, as well. You could also be seeing signs of feathers. But yeah, there's a big chance, I think, for you guys to level up somehow in this connection, to get, like, but it's, again, I think it's dependent on whether you take that initiative or not. Some of the connection might be a mystery still. You may not understand what it's going to bring, but there are chances to move forward somehow, is what I feel, okay? So I'm going to put the charms back because I know I'm blabbering for like 20 years, and I feel like a jerk when I do that. But I know some of you are so sweet and kind, and you're like, I don't mind. So I'm going to take some charms. So let's see what kind of letters come out. Okay, let's see here. We got a lot of them. Whoops. So now we're going to be here for 20 years. Okay, RF. Do, 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 do. Wow, I got... What did I just got this song stuck in my head? Jimi Hendrix. Purple Haze. Okay, I don't know why that came to my head. That's weird. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, we have so many. Code. For some of you, don't speak in codes. Be direct. Don't make this person wonder. Or vice versa. Don't, like, try not to speak in codes. Be direct and clear with your communication. Oh, let's see. We've got... We have boast. For some of you, don't. There could be some boastful attitudes, trying to act more better off than you are. Do you know what I mean? So don't be boastful. And hopefully your person won't. I can't tell them to not be boastful either. So sorry. It's just I'm not trying to attack just you. Maybe they don't need to be boastful as well. We also have dog again. I think here, don't we? Or no? Wait. I was thinking I saw it. Yeah. No, we do. Wow. Sorry. We have dogs. So again, I feel like at the core of this, there's a great friendship and a certain loyalty that you both have towards each other. Or you should be building upon that. You know what I mean? We also have red. Someone could like red. Could be relevant in some way. Could mean that there's a lot of passion. We've also got, let's see. We have a lot of letters here. I took too many. We've got fast as well. So maybe some of you are hoping for this to move faster than it has. Or you're wanting to make the connection go faster than it has. We have doors. So I do feel like that there are some doors that can be opened in the month of May between the two of you. In terms of knowing what the future holds and what lies beyond the next stage. We also have... Let's see. Stow. It reminds you of like stowing away feelings or keeping them to yourself. There's a danger of that. And I feel like if you're going to keep doing that, it may not work out in the long run. We've got, let's see. Let's see. Oops, sorry. Oh my gosh, sorry, they're banging upstairs. The dogs are probably being naughty. Let's see. Yeah, okay, let's see. Oh no, we don't have an A. I was going to say abode. Yeah. E, F. Those are my old initials. Let's see. Yeah, did. Maybe there are things that you did in the past with this person that you need to rectify, or they need to rectify, or there's just like some kind of need to bring it to more of a balance. That would be also communicating on your end what they've done as well, okay? Let's see. We have row, so it does remind me of like trying to move this forward in some way, having control to take it somewhere. We've got tag. So, okay, for some of you, it could be like tag, you're it, and there's like kind of a back and forth energy, like you guys are never on the same page. It could be that like one of you reaches out and then the other one doesn't respond the way that you want, and then the other one reaches out. It could be like a game of tag where you guys are like, it's like almost like missed connections here. Okay, let's see. We've got bot. Maybe robot here. So there could be some robotic feelings, like maybe you don't know, like there's a need to actually bring feelings to the surface. You know what I mean? Not being a robot. We also have lie. So lies, if you've been like lied in the past, and that's one of the mistakes, you might need to rectify that, or maybe ask them like about lies that they've told and discuss these things, bring them to the surface. God damn, this is, oh, sorry, I just said the TD word. This is taking forever. I'm gonna stop now, you guys. I'm sending you lots of love. I'm sorry that I took 25 minutes of your, or 26 minutes of your time. So I'm gonna stop here, let you guys identify words, names, whatever you want, initials. Take care of yourselves, and sending you lots of love, a heart, a hug, and, you know, lots of warmth to you and your loved ones, lots of good health for the month of May 2020, and good luck on your connection. I feel like there is potential here, a lot of potential. I do feel like this is soul, by the way, the North Node, I do feel like this is part of your destiny in some way. I'm not going to make a big prediction on what this could be in the future. I feel like a lot of that still has to be ironed out, but I do think that there's a lot of potential for this connection. And I think that there's quite a bit of it that's reliant on you taking the lead. And that's not to say that you're the one who's messed up. There's definitely a mirrored thing of mistakes on both sides. And again, if you don't have a history with this person, it could be previous past mistakes that are affecting this connection. You know, like worries about past rejections or past opening up. But yeah, so I'm, again, sending you lots of love. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do that by going down in the description box below. There's a link to my Etsy. And, oh yeah, the other songs, by the way, let me tell you, if you want to look up the lyrics here, we had Garden by Pearl Jam, and then we had A Thousand Oceans by Tori Amos. And those were the other songs that came out besides In My Mind, okay? I'm not going to go over the lyrics, because I feel like if you really are interested, you can go look it up. And, because I've already taken so much of your guys' time. But anyway, sending you lots of love. Oh yeah, personal readings. Down in the description box, you can get a personal private video reading by going on my Etsy and purchasing a reading. Even the one question readings are a private unlisted video. So, and then as well, there's my Amazon wish list. So you can, I have 2 Amazon wish lists. I have one for items for the channel, and I have one for my personal desires. And anytime anybody gets something off my wish list, I always do a reading as a thank you for the kindness, you know, given to me. And so I like to be kind in return. And so you just make sure that if the shipping seems like it's outrageously long, don't be shy to shout me out and say, hey Lisa, you know, on Instagram or on my email, arcaneandstellar@gmail.com. Sorry, cut me off. See, I already went over my time with this. That's crazy. You can go and make sure that you can contact me and say, hey Lisa, you know, I got you this off the wish list and it's coming, but it's not going to be there for another few weeks. And I can get your name on the list to get the reading before it comes. Yeah, so, and then as well, make sure you write in the gift description or the gift like note that, you know, hey, it's me, I got you this thing, and but here's my email, here's my contact information. Because if you're on Instagram, I'll just tag you in the story on there and get in touch with you there. But if you don't have Instagram, you're not active on there, or you don't want to be tagged or anything like that, definitely email's fine too. So just whatever you're comfortable with. Anyways, guys, sending you lots of love, sending you a big hug, like I said. If you like this video, subscribe, like, comment, all the good stuff. And yeah, peace out, guys.